Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all? Today's video is another video for all the ones who want to heal themselves spiritually but they really don't know how. I've got so many queries regarding some issues which are resulting into one problem which is not stated in any medical dictionary or any medical science, but we do know how to get out of all those issues. I will discuss this video regarding that medical problem. But before that, thank you so much for giving me so much appreciation, motivation through subscribing my channel. Whosoever has not done it yet, please go ahead and do it so that all the notifications you can see first. I'm uploading this video in February. You'll be able to see it in the end of Feb, I guess. This video is for all the issues which are invisible, which do drain our energies, and people, most of us are exhausted. Today's topic is, why do we get exhausted? What happens that suddenly there is a mood shift? What happens why we get frustrated? These are not medically termed illnesses, but these are the trigger points which one starts and they lead to bigger issues. So today I'm going to discuss about major issues which we all do attract unknowingly. This video is for all the ones who believe that there are psychic issues, there are spiritual issues, and they trust the process so that whenever you do that healing process, which I'm going to tell you today, you will be able to see a shift in you. Now let's come on to the topic. What is this video all about? This video is all about psychic attacks, which are termed as psychic attacks, but in our language, these are some chords, some rays, some energy, some vibrational attachments from one person to another, from group of people to one, sometimes to some spiritual entities to a person, and sometimes their own chords of past life. In a nutshell, it is a sort of trap. Now, why this trap happens? Let's go into a detailing of it. I have seen many videos people are talking about to get rid of stress. Do meditations, do things, even I do say that. But sometimes you even don't know what is the reason of stress, but you get fatigue, you are drained, you don't feel like working. Some of them I have seen want to just either shout or want to cry. There is a mismatch of behavior as well. When you have this issue, you have to see what is going on in your life. Now, small examples I'm going to give you. One of my friend told me the other day that, Sonia, whenever we organize a party, like they're married, they're a couple, and people come over, we enjoy it a lot. We love partying. But once they leave, me and my husband fight. Now that's a very typical situation. You're happy, you're partying, but what makes you fight? There's no other reason, but there is a cord attached with that group where you're draining your energies. It could be your happiness, it could be your couple happiness, it could be a great protection wall which is getting broken easily by, which we call it as evil eye. Today I'm going to explain as much as I can spiritually to each one of you so that you can get rid of those. And trust me, at least 60% of your daily routine issues will get sorted. Even people who have kids, they say that my child got amazing results, but then after that result, the health of my child is deteriorating. I'm not understanding. Is he taking too much pressure? Is he under stress of education? I don't know what's happening. Like, these are thousand examples where you see that one situation is amazing, good, fulfilling, satisfying, and just after that there is a drop. Now, there are some businessmen who are my clients who say that, whenever we win some award in business societies or we do corporate events, we go out for meetings, just after that there is a bad luck coming towards me. My meetings do get canned, they are postponed, they do not materialize. My clients do not want me now for the same product. I don't know what's the reason. And mostly they feel that there is an evil eye or somebody is doing black magic on them. And most of the time it is that maybe I have a bad luck, my luck is not working as much as it should, there is an employee in my company who is not wanting my growth. Thousand sort of speculations, I would say. What is the easiest thing to understand? that there is a problem with your body, your aura, not with anybody else. There is a shift of nature, there's a shift of energy. So, for example, you walked in a party and everybody's loving your dress, loving your looks, your behavior. You really impacted everyone with your presence. And once you're back, you're falling sick. Maybe your work is getting canned, your things are getting negative. What's the reason? You have attached a cord with someone in the party or a group or maybe the environment of the party. And now that cord is energy connect. Somebody loved your dress, loved you as the overall presentation in the party. They are unknowingly, and you as well unknowingly, giving away energy and they are taking it. They might think about you for 2 days, oh, that girl in the party, that couple in the meeting, or something like that. And you are getting drained. These cords are psychic cords, which people do attach by thinking about you. You also attach by thinking. That's another topic which I'm going to cover after this. That is more dangerous than this one, though. But both of them are going to impact your life, every side of your life. So when you attach these cords, what is happening? You are losing your plus, your surplus, your attraction, your desirability, whatever they actually praised in you, whatever they gauged. And now that cord is sucking that energy, and somewhere either they are attracting it or maybe they are also draining it, depends on the person's nature. And you tend to become low, degraded, depressed, sometimes totally out of focus. Your work is going good. Even in the healer industry, it does happen that your work is going great, and suddenly you go in a meeting of healers or you meet 10 clients and they are praising you. And then just after that, your work is affected, your health is affected, your psychic powers are affected. Simply you have attached a cord with the environment in the past. So you have to just analyze if you're going in a party, coming back, if you're going to some meeting, coming back, if you're just walking out of your house and people have praised you, they have looked at you, they have pinpointed you, coming back, if you have a heaviness, you have to detach yourself with them. And how do you detach is going to be the last part of the video, so please do go ahead and watch the entire video. The second thing, which is called etheric chords. So etheric chords are in your ethereal space. That is the another layer, or you can say the auric space. Whatever is sent by someone, curses, hexes, some sort of bad intentions, somebody looking at your photo on Instagram and they are just getting jealous. Photo is a blueprint of you. As much as you are yourself, a photo can work the same. So they are going to attach a cord unknowingly to you, and it is going to happen with you. It is very, very simple to say that I don't get anybody, in my environment is maybe jealous, but I don't get that. If you don't get that, you shouldn't be affected. And that is the process of by cutting the cords by your own intentions as well. So if that person is sending you a jealous cord or a intent cord, that this person is going out putting pictures very happy in their life, why am I not happy, why are they happy, they are intruding, they are doing stalking, your life is going to get affected. And this is the present situation. We are all on social networking sites presenting our work, our personal life, our growth. Many times your own beauty is affected. Your couple photos, that means your relationship is affected. So guys, you have to be aware like what is happening with you. Because getting ill, going to a doctor, all those things are later. How it starts, that is where etheric cords come in. So what you're supposed to do is you have to cut etheric cords. The third thing, which is most important, is emotional cords. In my language, I say those are the real, main, stubborn, draining cords. So, the age group today, I think everybody in the early ages have started dating, meeting guys and girls, LGBTs. So, every group, it's about love, guys. So, when you connect with someone, even on the phone call, there is a liking, you are unknowingly attaching heart to heart. That is the emotional cord. And maybe 6 months later, the relationship doesn't work out and the person leaves you, or you detach, even mutually. Mutually is when you're mentally okay with it. But what about the heart? What about the emotional connect. You have still a cord attached with them. Now you are single, for example, and that person has found another person. They're going to post pictures, or maybe that person is still your friend, is going to be a phone of friend, like I found someone and I feel I'm good. Any sort of connect with that person. If you're stalking them, if they're talking to you, everything counts in spiritual world the same, that there is a cord connected, and what they're passing on to you is what you're picking up on. So you are maybe picking up this jealousy, insecurity that I don't have someone, or simply there is a evil energy coming in, that that person has intent to make you feel jealous. It all depends on the intention, guys. So you have to literally that's why we say you have to let go, and you cannot live in past. Those are the quotes you must have read in like thousand quotes upon. Don't live in past, leave the past behind, because that is where you have got connection. And even if you don't meet that person for ages, those people are not in your Facebook, not Instagram, but if they are subconsciously in your thoughts, in your vibrations, if they are present, they are definitely taking away something from you, maybe your peace. So sometimes most of us do get drained because other person who's not in your life is still connected with some cord. So you have to detach. So how, what I'm actually giving you is awareness. You have to get aware that what is that problem which is not letting you be happy in your present relationship, in your career, in your finances, in your health, in your social boundaries. That is these limited cords. These are your limitations, these are your traps. Remembering your past lover is a cord, that there's something attached with that person still with you. You have to detach it willfully so that you're free. That space of yours is free, and that cord is cut. In 80% cases, this is the real answer why there is a want of lover return. Otherwise, I have seen 1,000 people asking that, can you make our love return back to us, or I want my ex lover return back to me, or that is a possibility that there is a true love. But the bigger possibility is the God attachment. Maybe you were also done with that person, on those grounds you split, but lately you want that person back because that God is calling it in. That person is missing you, another scenario, and there is a God attached. So even if you don't want that person, you are pulled back. In those cases, I have seen the back heart chakra, the center of the spine, pains. There is a big pain behind your back. Below your neck. There is a strong pain. That is a cord connected which is pulling you back. If you have pain on your shoulders, definitely there are cords connected with many people who are burdening you with their burdens. Now, what happens? The doctors, the healers, the spiritual counselors, the people who take children consultations, marriage consultations, what they are hearing every day is the pain, the sadness, the problems. And we as humans are empathetic, sympathetic. It depends person to person. But what we are doing exactly, continuously listening to everyone, is we are attaching those sympathy cords. So, for example, if somebody comes to you and telling your problem, even two friends discuss their problem, the one who is at the giver side, who gives solutions, is attaching a cord with another person, somewhere draining their own energy. And that person unknowingly feeds onto it. So that bond is basically about parasitic bond. You have to watch your friend circle if you really don't want to suffer. You can also, it is something to believe it or not, but that's a fact, guys. You start living other person's life. The incidences, the situations will start happening in your life just the way it is happening in their friend's life. Why? Because you have a cord attached with them of sadness. If they are giving it to you, if they are telling you their stories of sadness in their relationship, in their upbringing, you are going to take that in through that cord and you're going to repeat it. So those are the simplest but the complicated situations which even I have seen in my cases. Sometimes doctors do suffer from big illnesses, and being a doctor suffering from a big illness is a question, but then it happens because of that cord attachment with that patient, with that disease. like in every profession, even if it's a lawyer, it's an attorney, if they are doing divorce cases, they might end up getting divorced. You know, if they are fighting for certain things, they end up getting the similar situations in their life because they are attached with thousand people with the same cord, and they keep on absorbing their negativity, their thought patterns about that marriage, and end of the day that person, that attorney, the lawyer is going to act same in their marriage. Now that's a very very secretive thing I'm sharing with you, because I don't personally feel that we should always look for just one answer. There is something called spiritual side of everything, you know. That is your subconscious side, that is your body, that is your aura, what it carries. So guys, for all these things, this is one part of the situation which I have shared with you. When people are giving it to you, what if you are giving it to people? You are successful, you have too much like power within you, and suddenly you end up meeting someone who is vulnerable, who has codependency issues, and generally it happens in couples. One person is powerful, other is vulnerable, there is an attraction and there is an exchange. And even in your friend circle, in your corporate sector, in your spiritual sectors, spiritual life, it does happen. When you overpower someone by giving them something and they become vulnerable, taking something out of you, there is a God attachment, which is nurturing. You want to heal that person. So your nurturing energies are going there and that person is getting nurtured. And they are somehow, whatever they are giving you, if you don't cut the cord of their sadness, their problems with you, you'll end up receiving the same. That is sometimes known as luck exchange, but it is done intentionally, unintentionally, it depends. But the cord is the same. So, what you're supposed to do is basically you need to watch your own nature. How much helping I am towards someone? Am I taking some energy exchange or not? There are people who are doing free tarot readings, there are people who are doing free consultations. It could be a strategy of marketing their work, but if you do it continuously, you're going to really pick up on the energies, because when you exchange the energy, the chords which you're making will be minimal. But if you don't exchange some energy, you are definitely connecting a great chord of definitely dependencies of other person on you. In our spiritual work, we charge for every work because we need to disconnect that chord with that intention. So you also have to understand, free services are good till the time you're not harmed. If you are even sitting with a group of ladies, or if you're a lady, you have a group, you discuss problems, you have to completely detach yourself with all those problems, else you will pick up on those energies, come back home and start living them. And if that aura is filled with all those energies, that will be a reason of damage in your life. You must be thinking, what she's told is maybe happening with me every day. But that's what it is. You get up with a great energy, you go to the office, while coming back, you're frustrated, depressed, you drink. Why? Because you're not protected. Your aura is not protected. You're psychically not programmed. And you end up giving your positivity and you come back with their depressions and you end them in your body through drinking, which is more harmful. So, guys, if you are extreme positive, that's an alarm. If you're extreme negative, that's an alarm. The best thing is balance. So I think one part of it I have explained, that what is the chord attachment. They are typical chords. It's etheric chord, emotional chord, psychic chords. Some people are prone to get psychic attacks. That is on the full moon and the new moon, they behave differently. They might fall ill, they cry, and they think they have black magic on them. No. Most of them is no. Some cases definitely yes. Or they have some evil eye on them, or they have some big issue, they are under depression. No. The problem is the balance is not around you, and on those days the tides on the water, the moon element is very high. So the chords do get a lot of jerk, and that's the reason you get your imbalanced state of mind. So you should always create your limitation with giving and taking and receiving and giving energies. Even if you're talking bad about someone, you are connecting a chord with them. If you're talking about amazingly about someone, you're connecting a chord. I'm not saying that you should not talk, but you should detach. Now, how to detach? As a healer, I cannot exactly explain you to do it in a spiritual way, but I've come out with a solution to it, because some of the cases I have seen it is done only through that detachment. That person is free, they start making money. Otherwise, the money is blocked because somebody else is taking away that power. It happens in the independent business, freelancing business, Instagram business, social media, people who are doing startups, WhatsApp business. This is a common problem, that the surroundings, like if two people have started the same business and they know each other, the cords are connected, the luck is going somewhere else. So everywhere there's no need of big healing, there's a need of detachment. And that's why I've created one product. And trust me, I think that is very much needed in our market, in our society, for people who drain themselves, people who are a big time giver, or sometimes they're listening to sorrows. And even in the house, one person can create that negative cord on many people. If they're jealous, if they have evil eye, how can you protect yourself is bigger than how can you repel that person, because you'll end up meeting thousands like that. So I've created a jar. I've created this jar by analyzing the entire situation, putting the elements of everything to balance the chords and disconnect wherever it is needed. And then it is going to give you power back, which you lose by these chords. That process of creation took me all over 3 to 4 months to creating that formula to actually disconnect any sort of cord. And you can work it out yourself. The best part is that I don't need to work for you or anybody else. If you have these symptoms, if you feel these things are happening with you, that jar is apt for you. And I have created it out of my own charging abilities, my healing powers, and definitely my knowledge. So I'm going to present it soon on my Instagram, so you can follow my Instagram. The pictures would be uploaded there, and it's on a most affordable price, because I want that you should get healed with the best energy exchange, not somebody feeling it's too high price. So I don't keep that as such. And I hope this video can help you understand that this is not a dis-ease, but this is dis-ease, because disease is what ease is not there. Whenever there's no ease, and you end up losing your energy, and you create a big problem in your body. Any profession, any sort of relationship, any friendship, if this is happening with you, you should go ahead and analyze your life. With whom are you talking a lot? Who's telling their troubles to you a lot? Whose life are you copying? And you're going to see a big shift when you disconnect with their energies. They will still be in your life, but you will be happy. You won't be drained. And thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this video makes it easy for you, that you can live your life being you, not copying somebody else unknowingly. Thank you. Take care, and please subscribe my channel.